Oh, now I'm live. Hey, it worked. It worked. Okay. It worked that time. Interesting reason. I've been trying to get on stream for 25 minutes. And I tried again here. Okay. So let's see here. Oh well, since I tried again, I'm here. Hello, I see I have a viewer. I hope you don't hear too much noise as a and husband. Because he's okay. Let me edit my author tube post. So just putting something on. I don't know if it was true, but it just wasn't working. All right, think of it back. And maybe I can do this. How's it going, Michael? You doing okay? How's it going, Michael? I hope you can hear me okay. Let's see. Put the banner up. Let's see. Oh, well, that's great. That's great you edited one chapter. I am much better now that I'm live, and also that I did all the things that I had to do today for the kid to get him set up with his online learning. I think I did everything I needed to do. So I hope hope everything's all ready to go for Monday. So I am going to have to see how that's going to work. If I have to, maybe I can change the time of my stream if I really have to. But I just need to find out, get into all the things and see how it's going to work. So that is what's going on with me. Everybody's working from home. All three of us. All three of us now. Me, the husband, and the kid. The husband's right next to me, and the next one's the kid. So, are you going to do more editing than Michael? Is here. The banners and things. There it goes. There it goes. Okay. So that is pretty much what's going on with me. We just got back about 25 minutes from running errands to get him set up, to get my son online learning. Yeah. So yeah, everything's just lunch, and so now I can do this for a bit. I think my slot is from 11. I think it's from 11. Sometimes I go for a little bit, but it looks like I do quite a bit. Working from home. So yeah, it's probably getting used quite a bit. As well as all the other what would you call it, platforms, I guess, for doing this. But anyway, what was I going to say? I think I might look into if I, like I said, changing my time slot. I think I'll look at the and see if there might be a better time if I have to have a particular time frame for things to be
Claims.
playing with that and see how it's going to go, because classes start on Monday. But anyway,
902-60678.
but writing wise, I'm between editing clients and at the moment, but I would like to work on my book today. Work on a chapter. So that's pretty much it. I'd like to work on a chapter. As a matter of fact, I can go ahead and get into my Scrivener document, because that's what I'm working in, and pull that up. So I'm opening up my Scrivener. Okay. So I need to fix some big issues I was having in my current chapter. I did a brain, like got something on the page, and then I didn't really like it all that much, and so I'm having to change a few things before I move on in the story of that chapter. If that makes any sense. But I put something in the chat so that it's there about the reason for this live stream. Might be a good idea. There we go. That is a much better picture of me.
Sure.
A friend of mine took that picture of me, actually, almost 2 years ago. That was taken in September of 2018. What do you think, Michael? You know, my friend had a hard time getting me to smile just right. Would you like to do a sprint, Michael? Are you still here? Hands itchy from all the hand washing. Michael, are you still here? I'm not sure if Michael's here still, but I don't want there to be any dead air. So maybe I can talk about something. Let's see. Well, my one viewer, do you have any questions about me? Oh, hello. Yes, I think so, Stephanie. Hi. It's nice to see you. Oh my gosh. Yes. Well, it could be also that I had some stuff I had to do this morning that I absolutely had to do. And then I had to rush back as soon as I could get here. And it got pushed back. You know, I had to start late because I was like, get the kid set up with, something to do for him and eat his lunch and stuff. And I got him set up on the homeschooling thing. So, yeah. Anyway, and then I couldn't go live, Stephanie. So, anyway, I'm live now. So how's it going? Yeah, and with so many people now working from home, that's added to the people who were already like us writers and editors. It's going to put a strain on all these systems, I guess. They were talking about that this morning on the news. So that's cool. You can sprint if you'd like. Michael Edward McPhee was here earlier, but I guess he had to step away or something. I have hair in my mouth, excuse me. I had Stephanie. I had this up earlier, a little bit ago, and I was started to say that boy, I look nothing like that today. It's actually one of the best pictures I've ever taken. But a friend of mine did it, and I think she did a great job. And that was taken in 2018. So let me get into finding something to use for a timer. I guess maybe YouTube. I thought it was saved that. I had kept editing my AuthorTube post saying, oh, now I'm having problems. Maybe I'll just won't do it. And then I got it to work. I said that too. We'll get rid of that and find a timer. Okay. Yeah. I don't photograph well when I don't have an ounce of makeup on. So I'm like fiddling. If I fiddle with my hair a lot, it's because I'm just trying to make myself look better. So, what helps is that I have dark eyebrows. In a way, it helps because now I'm getting grays, but whatever. And I do have dark eyelashes, so that helps a little bit. Because I know people who have, it looks like they have no eyelashes or eyebrows, and it's because they're so pale. So at least it's better than that, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, let me set us up with a timer here. Hopefully, having YouTube open too won't kill everything. My son is 16. He's not working yet. So that could happen in the next year or two. So working on it. How old is your son, Stephanie? Well, I could ask you that while I'm working on setting us up a timer. I don't know. YouTube is being awfully slow. Everybody's on YouTube. Everybody's on. Here we go. Okay, good. Okay. Remind me, Stephanie, what do you like for a timer? 15 minutes or? What do you like? 25. Okay. Okay. Yeah, my son is 16. But I didn't have my son until I was 33. Yeah, I was 33 when I had him. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm kind of in a similar situation, Stephanie. I don't know what's going to happen with that, but he might always be with us, possibly. We'll have to see what happens. But okay, how about I don't know, 15 minutes might be good. I think 15 at a minimum. How about well, I've been using really cool timers. Oh, I think I like this one. How about this? Kind of woo-woo, relaxing and stuff. Um, okay, are you ready, Stephanie? I will. Let's see, I have to do this. And share screen. Okay. All right, sounds good, Stephanie. Looks like everything's all set. So here we go. Let's run. That was an interesting sound. Okay. How did you do, Stephanie? And by the way, thank you for coming. I tend to want to say, how did everyone do? But, oh. We are done. Excuse me. Oh, good, Stephanie. Good, Stephanie. Oh, thanks. Thank you very much. You know, I think you're probably right. Um, you know, Kyle and I, like I said, the only reason why we went anywhere is because, I went ahead and went to his, well, not to his school. It was a different school that actually was giving out food, but we went ahead and did that just because. And then we went by his school so we could pick up an iPad. So, but yeah, I think people are finally, well, I don't mean finally freaking out. It's just, I think people are finally taking it seriously. When we should have been taking it seriously a month ago or earlier. And, people were, going places sick, or they were, or they had been traveling and then didn't tell anybody until after. So, yeah. And then there's the spring breakers and people who went to Mardi Gras. That really surprised me when I saw all those people in New Orleans for Mardi Gras. I mean, it did, but it didn't. I mean, I still live there. I know how crazy it is. But, we were already aware of what was going on. Let me take this off. Sorry. There. We were becoming aware of how risky it is to be in such large groups by then. And yet, I mean, I saw all those pictures and video of people in New Orleans for Mardi Gras, and that was on February 25th. Yeah, February 25th. And I just remember thinking, because I had a live stream the day before. Yeah, because it used to be Mondays. And I remember thinking, how are they going to do that? But, I don't know. And now all these people that were there are sick. I don't know. And all those New Yorkers, because that's New Yorkers, they just congregate and they're in touch with everybody. I don't know. People just weren't being smart about it early on. Anyway. But I think you're right. I think people are going and getting what they need. There's a couple things we should probably get. But for now, we have some toilet paper. Wow, I have my hair pulled up and I'm still missing. But yeah, it's an interesting time. You know, the ironic thing is when I started writing my book years ago, actually, you know, one thing that one thing that happens in my book is because I was really thinking I really wanted to travel, and that's one of the things I was thinking of when I was coming up with the ideas in the book. Um, um, yeah, I agree, Stephanie. People were not told soon enough. I guess I'll just show this super quick. I agree with that. I agree with you. Um, huh. You know, that's interesting because I kept getting sick. Um, I was sick on Thanksgiving. I was sick on Christmas Day. And, but, you know, I wasn't at Christmas time. And then I was sick again in, well, it was February. Um, I don't really know what that was. Um, but it, you know, I was being treated for the flu, but they weren't doing all that much testing at the time. So, but it felt like the flu. It felt like a really bad flu. I don't know. I mean, it went into my lungs, but I have asthma, so I don't know. I really don't know. So, yeah. So, all I know is that I still can cough on occasion, and then Kyle got it, and but I think he finally stopped coughing. So, yeah. But anyway, we both seem to be healthy now. So, but do you want to just talk until 1 o'clock, or do you? What do you want to do, Stephanie?
Hello.
I bet. I bet you $1,000,000, Stephanie. Yeah, and that live stream where I was coughing up a lung. That live stream where I was coughing. I'm glad it was here, and that I was home. And but I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it for a minute. They've already been showing some things on TV. So, what was that called? About Ebola. That movie. I forgot what it was called.
Malaria. Are you talking about the stuff that they were using to treat it?
Oh no, I'm talking about like. Oh, they're already showing movies on TV.
Oh.
Husband, because he's working from home. Yeah, they're already starting to show like epidemic type movies. I forgot what it was called. With Dustin Hoffman and what was her name? Isabella Rossellini. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's change the subject. That sounds good. Let's go ahead and sprint. That sounds good to me. Kids asleep. Hubby's working. Let's do it. I'll just do the same one. Oh. There we go. And we're back. Okay. How did you do, Stephanie? I did some research this time. Actually, the first sprint, I did get some words written. Surprise, surprise. And this time I did some research. I needed to verify something. And so that's still going. So I needed to verify some public transportation for my character. So she is on the move. Wow. Being outside is great. It was great actually to run those errands earlier, because just getting outside in any way, shape, or form seems to help alleviate the boredom. Pollen here is awful too. That's Florida for you. So it's really hard for me not to rub my nose. And which is hard because I'm always telling my son not to touch his nose these days. Not to put fingers in the mouth and things, or in the nose. So anyway, it's hard not to do that when the oak trees are really, really dropping all their pollen at once. But it's March, and that's what they do in March. Yeah, well, the kid is sleeping. Actually, he's taking a nap, and the hubby is right next to me, but he's actually on my writing desk. I gave up my writing desk, so which is fine. It's a good size for it, because he has to have basically he has 2 monitors and the CPU underneath the desk. Apparently now he knows the joys of working without shoes. So I made him smile. But my husband's such a hard worker that nothing's gonna distract him. No, nothing will change. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to see Stephanie about once I understand how the what do you call it, the remote learning. Once I figure all that out, I'll have to see about my live stream. I might keep it, but I might change my time. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how it goes. I don't know if it's where we can put them on the floor. Oh, on one of, regarding when I was talking about instead of, I remember that now. Instead of getting out my desk, that's okay. It's no worries. No worries. He needed the space, so that's funny. Put him on the floor. No, he can't work on the floor. And anyway, I have a laptop, so I can move my laptop anywhere. So that's all good. It's all good. I'm sitting on a very comfortable chair. What is it from Doctor Who? Comfy chair. I got myself a comfy chair. Oops. And then I take the table. Yes. Yeah. I think you're probably right, Stephanie. Especially us streamers who are parents, who are moms and parents. So I think a lot of things are going to be changed around. So you know, it is what it is. No big deal. Oh, I think the next time slot starts at 2 today. I think it's either 2 or 2:30. Oh, excuse me. Maybe I'll see about making myself a second cup of coffee. Mm. Yeah, I'll have to be um, going and checking my email about my son's schooling and see if maybe I wonder if there's a tutorial that would be helpful. But when I picked up the tablet, it had all, because it was actually from his teacher's classroom. It had all the things on it that he's used to having for school. So it's really going to help. And so all the little apps that they use during certain at certain times. Yes, you're quite right, Stephanie. Mm-hmm. Yep. And Kyle was just starting to get used to his first year of high school at the school where he is. He gets all his therapies at school. He doesn't have outside therapies. So this will be interesting because apparently now I have to do all of his therapies and things. So thank you very much, Stephanie. I guess maybe I could just show this for a second. Because you can't see me. It's disruptive. It's for a lot of kids that are on the spectrum. This is extremely disruptive. Changes in schedule, changes in routines. Granted, he's a lot more flexible than he used to be, and yes, they need their therapy so much. And I'll try my best. Or maybe they can arrange for a therapist to come. I don't know. Um, I'm still learning about how they're going to handle this for special needs kids. I'm not an OT. I'm not a language pathologist. We'll just have to see how this goes. So that's pretty much it. So, yeah. woke up really early, so that's why he's napping. So do you want to? Oh, yes. Taking a break. Lunch. Okay. Do you want to stay on? If you want to, you can stay on till 2 o'clock, Stephanie. Unless you have something you have to do or whatever. Or 1:30. 1:30 or 2. I don't want to infringe on anybody else's time frame though. Maybe I should check. Check about that. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. That's fine with me as you know, everybody else is busy. So yeah, that's cool. That's cool, Stephanie. That's right. Where are you, Stephanie? Real quick, what state are you in? I'm putting that up there just because. It's either on the counter or it's in my in or on or under my bag. He's gonna walk the trash down. Got dumpster. Cool. All right, thank you. Since he's doing the lunch right now. So let's do it. That's fine. Oh, so Texas. How tiny is it? I'm in a tiny, tiny town in Tampa Bay, Florida. I think it's, how many square miles is it? 7 square miles, I think. Oh, what is our population here? I live in Oldsmar, Florida. I live between Tampa and, I moved here from Tampa. I'm sorry, I'm saying what you said. Oldsmar is a small city between Tampa and, say, where the beaches are. What's in Tampa is Busch Gardens, Tampa. And what's the big thing in Pinellas County, in the next county over, is Oldsmar. I am literally at the county line. We moved here in 2008 from Tampa. So yeah, not far. Not far at all. It's not my first time living in this county, but it had been quite a while since I had lived in Pinellas. And so, my point. But it's, I don't know what the population is. It's probably something similar. It might be closer to 500. But it's pretty small here, but it's kind of like the gateway from one county to another. But ironically enough, we've got like 10 parks. And so yeah, we moved here in 2008 during the whole process of getting my son diagnosed, and he was 4. He just turned 4. Yeah, seriously. And there's a running joke about Florida Man, like a meme, I guess a meme thing or a headline thing. Florida Man is killed by a gator. Florida Man like like dumb things that people tend to do when they're bored, or I don't know, or like trying to steal stuff and things. Florida's wild. I have heard Texas is wild too. Stranger things. Stranger things. But anyway, if you want to, we can sprint in here. And I was just thinking, I need to watch some of your videos, Stephanie. Have you put anything up lately? Real quick? Thought I'd ask you real quick. I'm trying to remember if I have seen anything of yours. I might have. Ore City. That's a great name. Sounds like a mining town. Oh, and the big thing about the city, this little city that I live in, the city of Oldsmar. Oh, I see. Okay. Um. Same here. Yeah. We do have wild hogs. Yeah, pretty much the same thing. You don't even. I really surprised myself when I started doing this. I was like, because at first I was invited on a stream, and I was like, I don't know. And time went by, and then it stayed in the back of my mind, because I saw other people doing it that were like, you know, like, not stumbling, but it just, just people with, oh, I could do, oh, I could do this, or I could do that, and obviously everybody makes mistakes and things like that, and nobody's perfect, and why am I trying to think that I have to know how to do it perfectly before doing something, then I'm not learning. So yeah, there's that. So I guess that's why I started doing it. And also um, I had been trying to put up videos anyway, because on both my channels, because number one, I got my I'm in need of clients sometimes, and because I am a freelance editor, so I thought it would be a good way to add to my blog, which I haven't even touched lately, because I've been so busy with so many things. But and then, like, about almost exactly 2 years ago, I started my autism channel because I was inspired by other autism family vlogs. So, like Fathering Autism, and Lauren Brazy, and people like that. Such awesome people who do so much for their families and stuff. So anyway, I was inspired to do that. So that channel is called Autism, Love, and Acceptance. If you want to check it out, but if anybody wants to check it out. Anyway, we can do a sprint. But it was hard for me when I first started. Very hard. But I was also thinking it would help me when I do my panels, at the con that I've been attending for several years. I've been doing that. I did that 2 years in a row. We'll see how it goes. As far as I know, they're still going to have it in September. So as far as I know, we're still having it. So anyway, what do you think? Do you want to sprint? We can. Let me know. Oh, excuse me. I'm yawning widely. Constantly looking at myself because I know I have my makeup on. I'm trying to find the best angle. Normally I do really been doing that a lot, but I know I can't show my husband's work monitor due to HIPAA regulations. He works in billing for hospitals. Let me know, are you ready to sprint? I'll go ahead and add the timer back. Okay. Okay, shall do then. And I'll get this. There we go. Okay. And we're back. Oh, no problem, Stephanie. I'm sorry I got home late from that. Well, thank you. I don't know. I don't know about amazing, but yeah, I think I might pop in there at least for a little bit um, in Tamara's stream while the kids still napping. But thank you very much, Stephanie. I'm glad you had a chance to work on some stuff, and I'm glad I did, even if it's just for a little bit. So, you know, in a way, it is nice having just a handful of people or less. In a way, I think it's a little probably less intimidating. And so I'm glad we were able to have a couple of sprints. And yeah, I think I will be on Tamara stream. I'll go ahead and get ready to do that. Take a quick break, eat a little lunch, and then I'll do that. So thank you so much for coming, Stephanie. Michael McPhee was here first, and then I guess he had something else to do. So that's okay. I'm glad to have you, Stephanie. Thank you so much for being a regular, I guess, a regular viewer of mine. And it was great to see you. And thank you so much for your nice comments. Stephanie, so am I. So am I. And see you at tomorrow's. It was really hard for me when I started going to the con that I attend. It was hard for me that first year because I hadn't been to anything like that, and that was several years ago, 6 years ago. This coming up, if they do it again, it will be my 7th year attending, and my 3rd year being a panelist. But it was extremely hard for me doing all of that. So, and even just the recorded stuff because I'm an introvert too. So anyway, on that note, I can finish up and say that thank you for watching. Thank you for coming, Stephanie. And an outro could be, my name is Heather Pettit, and I'm a writer, and I sometimes have trouble saying I'm an author because I'm still working on my first book, but I've been a writer for a long time, about over 20 years anyway, and officially. But I've been writing my whole life, really. Anyway, so I'm a writer, freelance editor, and sometime artist, and and what was I going to say? I'm a writer, editor, and artist, and I host writing sprints currently on Thursdays from 11 o'clock until approximately 1:32. Approximately 1:30. Running a little bit behind today because it started early. I started late, excuse me. Anyway, I can be found on all my social media at Heather Dewey Pettit. And okay, thank you for watching, everybody. Have a great day. And thanks for coming, Stephanie. All right, have a great day, everybody. Bye.